Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Hawkeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Ohio State Buckeyes offense will get first crack at it today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am...
He's going to take a shot. Makes the catch down the right side. Off and running. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Forget establishing the run game. Go up top right now, play one, be aggressive. You told everybody all week, we're going to come out, we're going to be aggressive, and they are. They take the shot, they get rewarded. One play, one touchdown. What a start.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Iowa Hawkeyes offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
And they get him down. Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on third down. They'll run the sneak for it. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Got enough for the first. At the 35, he's loose. It's a fumble. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Now on first and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Scanning the field, it's Sims. Still looking. It's third and goal and third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
He'll bring it out. It's Webb. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. And the Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback making checks. Looking to fire. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 15. Slippery slide, found his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. The toss to the outside. He's in open space downfield. Lots of room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. That was the definition of a quick strike, and now we'll see if they can turn that huge play into points. They'll run it. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. They lost ground on first down, now 2nd and goal from the 5. To the air, it's Sims. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Hawkeye! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Webb. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. They shut it down quickly, but he gets 2 out to the 18.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Making side adjustments here. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Has to get there to move the sticks. There he goes. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
I think everybody wants to go for it in this situation, but you've got to actually do it, and you've got to be comfortable with the consequences if you miss this. Obviously, he was. Conversion's good. Nothing to write home about here. No fans upset. Everybody happy. All right.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they got it up to the 47-yard line. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To throw, it's Mooney. Here comes the heat. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They'd given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Power football with the run. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the play.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab on the left. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. The Hawkeyes are marching down the field. The give to the tailback. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Hawkeyes send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
The give to the fullback. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Sticks it in his belly. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
How about the confidence? This coach is very confident. 4th down, backed up in my territory, inside my 20, and you go for it? Wow, you better get it, and you did here, so great coaching.
They'll put it in play from their own 12-yard line, 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mooney. Got the back over the middle. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there. The Buckeyes want to move quickly.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. Brings it in down the left side. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Got his man on the right. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. And the Buckeyes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to barrel in. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but they've been in a dogfight so far and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by a field goal over Auburn. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Leaves it with the running back. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line. The Hawkeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Throws into double coverage and it's picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Here's the handoff. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to throw, it's Mooney. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
They just need a few more inches here on fourth down, and they'll try to get it with the offense. He'll keep it on the sneak.
I think that's a big advantage of having a tiny quarterback, right? Is he can find little creases to wedge his body into to pick up short yardage plays like that on the QB sneak on fourth down.
There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. He's looking to throw. Trying to set up the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Sims. Tosses it incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. The short hands, it's Woods. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Great style points on that catch, but they didn't pick up any yardage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Finds his big tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. The Hawkeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. Give him 114 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. Looking to pass, it's Sims. It's complete. Turning it on. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. And the Hawkeyes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds and no gain on the play. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the defense, got him at the 27.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, looks like we've got a great one going down in Columbus today. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Those 2 first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the 3rd quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the 2nd half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
The Hawkeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Sims. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Breaks into the open. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Trying to get the edge with the jet sweep. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage. This offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. With the catch, it's Snyder.
Great job by the defense. A big key coming into this one was 3rd down defense. They're going up against one of the 25 best in the country in that time, making a nice tackle before the sticks to set up 4th.
All the way back to the 15. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Lofts one high and deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking downfield, it's Mooney. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. The Buckeyes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Wants to return it. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got it.
There he goes. Got enough for the 1st. At the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Iowa!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. He'll keep it himself. The stiff arm gets him loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And listen, QB job number one, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeyes. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Extra point here will tie the game.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Finds the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field, they're lucky that wasn't a penalty.
And the Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
He's got the back in the middle. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. The Buckeyes will hustle to the line. If they're going to keep covering him like that, they're just going to keep going to him.
Yeah, and it's so hard.
Trying to get behind the defense. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to keep it in the air. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner goes down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. It's complete to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Makes a connection. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. Hauls it in. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. To the air. It's Sims. He's got it. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Hawkeyes are flying down the field. Leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebackers.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster than the offensive line.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the deflection by the defense brings up fourth down. The Hawkeyes will line up to punt it away. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Off play action. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
It's third and goal, and a long way from the end zone. Back to pass, it's Mooney. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Ohio State. A great catch and run for 6. They put another one on the board here in the fourth quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give from the gun. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Great place to start for this offense. Rides to back on the option, the give. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. And the Buckeyes have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And the D deny them on second and goal. Back to pass, it's Mooney. He wants it all. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fit it in the window for the score. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. He's got him. Turning it on. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Hawkeyes with the first and 10. They just keep firing. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Just a short pass to the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. Looking to throw, it's Sims. He lets it fly. He caught it. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Iowa!
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, They have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
The throw to the outside is complete. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. He wants to change this route. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Pulls it in, it's Snyder. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Hawkeyes with a second and short to keep this drive moving. They'll run play action. Looking left. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He did not make it a stonewall on third down. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Snags it. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He'll pull it on the read. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Fires to the big fella. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give to the big fullback. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Give to the fullback. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. 1 more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. They'll power it inside with the fullback. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Fullbacks are very unselfish. One of the most unselfish positions you can find in football. They block 99% of the time. But when you can give them that rock, get a first down, those guys are really big. You know, they're really powerful. They usually fall forward. No nonsense, no juice, just hit you in the mouth.
He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. Wouldn't be surprised to see them go right back to the run on second down and maybe put this thing away. Give to the big fullback. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Buckeyes really need to keep this drive alive on third down. The give to the fullback. He gets Gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
Field goal is good. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 25 duel. Let's get right to the pictures. Texas is trailing, but they are within striking distance. Kind of like when Major Applewhite turned a huge deficit in the 2001 Holiday Bowl into a win. Maybe today is deja vu.
Looking for a man. It's Sims.
They're trailing by just 4 to Auburn. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They'll lead the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
And that just about does it. That about puts this thing to bed. The offense, listen, they had to go for it, but now defense, this is the situation where you say, I'm just going to eat clock, up by several possessions, eat clock.
Touchdown, Ohio, bounding over the top. So you think they shouldn't run up the score like this? I remember an old story of one coach telling the other one, I only coach one team, man. It's your job to stop me.
Yep, I like that approach. That should be your philosophy, but that doesn't mean you don't remember that. You have a turn later on, a lot of times, when your team's better, to do the same thing, to return the favor, and make him forget that.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. He'll set up to throw. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Sims. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.